Interesting.
So I have Markiplier plays games. So every game, that Markiplier, every new video, I put it under there. So I have my own curated playlist, and I don't have to go to his channel, because sometimes there's games I'm not interested in, and I don't want to see it, and so I put it all in one thing. I think I have one, or I think I need to make one for Jacksepticeye. But I also have Julian. So Julian's overall playlist is called Julian Plays The Last of Us Part 1. And it was intended for me to put all of his The Last of Us playlist in.
Right.
And it started out that way. But now there's him playing Little Nightmares, him playing Resident Evil Village, him playing The Sims. So now it's just an overarching of whatever Julian plays, the VODs he puts on YouTube. It's essentially what has happened. I have lo-fi mixes, gardening, Bear and Breakfast, Most Notable Survivor Guide. I have the Rad Brad playing different Mortal Kombat games. Let's see, Small Cats Unknown I saved. Audiobooks, I thought I had books in here, but I guess they got removed by YouTube. Smalls plays Stardew Valley. My one video on Marble It Up. A couple of music playlists like Love and Emojis. Sims 4, cooking. Oh, here it is. Jacksepticeye plays games. There it is.
Oh.
I did create one for him. And then I created one called Jackson Field Plays Game.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear that burp? Did you hear that burp?
I did. Guess
See,
what?
This is what you do
what
to me.
should
You always do
drink?
this to me. You're always like,
Well,
your foot falls off, and you're like, did you hear that crack? Did you hear my foot crack?
No, my foot didn't fall off. Because when I crack my bones and I burp, you act like it's such a wonderment to humanity. So then when I have a burp I'm proud of and I feel the rumblies, you're like, no, I didn't hear that. That wasn't a good burp. So I always have to be like, did you hear it?
My God.
Because you have both the hearing of a 4-year-old and a 80-year-old man.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You know what you should do to get good burps that I've been getting good burps from lately?
What?
You should drink Kool-Aid Jammies. Or Jammers. Kool-Aid Jammers
I was
from
gonna say,
Costco.
I don't think it's jammies.
I called it Jammies.
Almost positive it's not jammies.
I called it Jammies in a Fave Farm video. I think it's in the one that's gonna come out later today. I'm like, oh, Kool-Aid Jammies? And then I just looked at it. I'm like, that's an R.
Yeah?
I can't read. And my glasses keep falling off my face. Because Mom's like, put on your glasses. I'm like, yeah, and do you want me to break them? Because that's what's going to happen the moment I look down. I have to pretend like I'm getting a haircut at all times if I wear them.
Oh my God.
Because my glasses don't have the thing that imprints on your nose. Because when I got them, I was like, oh, I don't want that because a lot of people complained about it. And I was like, let me just get those. Those look cool. I don't know where my black glasses went. They were here and then they disappeared, and I'm pretty sure the dogs Brody found it and destroyed it.
Your glasses?
But I have my my black glasses, because I had 2 pairs. I had a black pair and I had a red pair. And the black one disappeared, and I honest to God don't know where it is. I think the dogs broke it or messed with it because
blame it on the dogs.
I mean, they are responsible for a lot of things.
Responsible.
The red one.
They will have to answer for their crimes.
In doggy court. Doggy heaven.
Doggy court.
But my red ones are good, and I like them. The issue is they slide off very... Like, if I have my head up high, they do slide down a little bit. And that's fine. I don't mind pushing my glasses back up, but it's like every 5 seconds. and then if I dare to look down, not even like head like all the way, or not even think about it and look about it. I wish I had gotten the uncomfortable little like Stecco Man glasses, but like I don't feel like it. Stecco Man glasses.
What?
Only
Yes.
real ones. Only real ones, no.
Only real ones know I had to do it to them.
You know, it was so funny when we went on that tour because I don't know, maybe because I love art and I love art history so much, which is very interesting. Because a lot of people are just like, oh my gosh, comparing like the modern era to the classical works of like Van Gogh. When they want to like discuss fucking mental health and shit. But like, I like to get really full on details, especially in art history. What's really fun is seeing how humanity looked at themselves, and how they put it in art. Because in Egyptian art, we are very geometrical. Like we're almost mathematic, and like how
like an
everything
Egyptian
has,
boy.
yeah, like it's like very 90-degree angle. Everything has an angle. Everything is like perfectly aligned. And then you get to like, you get to Roman and Greek. And Greek is so interesting because there is no such thing as age. There's no such thing as flaw. You are as perfect as one could think you are because Greeks thought they were related to gods, as they hailed from gods. And so the more godlike and the more young and strong and flawless you could be, the better you are and the better you look, especially in busts and everything. And then Romans actually, they introduced the concept of aging, because in Marcus Aurelius's things you can see the bag under his eyes, and you can see like the wrinkles and such, and so it's really cool.
Yes. It's interesting to think about, weren't they colored and we just got like decolored versions of them? I heard that about a couple statues one time.
So a lot of statues actually, especially Greek statues, they were not white. They actually had color pigments on them, like red, gold-looking, greens. And what happened was, it's just time. Literally.
Right.
Being exposed to the oxygen, being exposed to air, that withered it away until it was nothing but the marble it was carved from. And even so, there was a lot of bronze statues too. One of the famous is the ones that were found in the ocean. And I don't know where they are, and I forgot what they're called, but they're famous because they're like bronze statues. And they look like they're rusted because they were in the ocean, so they kind of rusted. But it's very interesting. I don't know. It's very interesting because then you look at prehistoric art, right? And you have like, it's interesting because you look at Venus, the sculpture of Venus, and her head doesn't really have that many features, but she's got really like long boobs, and she's very curvaceous, and she's got like folds, and that was a symbol of fertility. But they gave, because a lot of art like now is like very skinny woman, and so you start off with a very curvy woman, and then you because there was a period in time, I think in Italian art, where like women were super curvy and always showed their breasts, and it was like a romanticization of women in art, I believe. Because there's a painting in Paris of a woman coming out of a well, and you see one boob, but you don't see the other. And it's always very interesting to look at